The Hardy Boys, The Shore Road Mystery. Author, Franklin W. Dixon. Project by Mathew Del Duca. Protagonists. Frank Hardy is an 18-year-old boy, detective, and is the more serious brother. Joe Hardy is a 17-year-old detective and is Frank's opposite. The antagonist. The antagonist is Sloggle, who steals cars for money and threatens the Hardy Boys many times. Rising action. The rising action is what happens in a story leading up to the most exciting part of the story. In the Hardy Boys, the rising action is in 4 points. The first one is they get a call that cars are being stolen all over Bayport, which is their town. The second one is their friends were being held hostage by the car thieves and are being blamed for the car thefts. 3. They got a death threat from Sloggle that says, "Stay away from us and take a vacation for 5 days. We'll watch you leave town." The fourth point is they buy a fancy car that they will use as bait to catch the thieves. Climax. The climax is the most intense, exciting, or most important part of the story. The big boom, the turning point. The climax is in the Hardy Boys is when the Hardy Boys buy a very nice car. That is their bait, and they will hide it in the trunk of the car. And one of Sloggle's men will take the car. Well, their plan worked, and the man took it and drove it to their secret hiding place. They got out to investigate, and bam! They were held hostage. They were held hostage with the rest of the hostages. Where they found their friend and start to escape until again the thieves catch them again. Then their dad, Fenton Hardy, comes in. He gets all of Sloggle's men and fights them to save his boys, and cuts the boys loose. The conflict. The conflict is a serious disagreement or argument in the story. Protagonist versus antagonist. The conflict in the Hardy Boys is when the Hardy Boys are escaping and they get trapped again by Sloggle's men. Until they find out their dad comes in and fights against Sloggle's men, knocking them all unconscious, and they escape. And Fenton calls the police, and the police comes. Resolution. The resolution in the Hardy Boys is when the cops come and after Fenton Hardy calls them, and they come and catch all of Sloggo's men, and all of the cars are returned to all of the people. And the Hardys are safe, and their friends are safe too.